I'm going to sit here and ramble just a little bit about a little bit of everything and a whole lot of nothing. We'll talk about what will change your life and how to change. I worked most of my life. Just that was what you were supposed to do. Or I thought that was what you were supposed to do. So I worked most of my life. I actually toted block before I ever went to school. I was actually 4 years old. I wasn't big enough to pick up a block by myself. But me and my brother would pick them up, set them in a little red wagon, haul around there where Daddy was laying them on a scaffold and throw them out. So I actually toted block before I ever went to school. I actually dug a septic tank before I ever went to school. This was back in the 50s. I would have been about, in 1952, I'd have been about 4 or 5 years old. I know I was 4 years old when I toted block because my brother was 5 and he hadn't started school yet. He started school the next year. But we dug that septic tank. Well, we didn't dig it all the way. Daddy draw the square out on the ground with a shovel, told us to throw the dirt out until we couldn't throw no more out. So we got down there and we dug it about halfway down. Then Daddy got in there and finished digging it out. He built that septic tank. Back in those days, the man built everything. You didn't call no septic tank company. You had trouble with your septic tank, you'd pull the lid off and dip it out. So there wasn't no specialty companies. House builder did everything. He dug the footer, poured the footer, laid the block, did the wiring, did the plumbing, did the cabinets, did the sheetrock. He did everything in the house, hung the doors, did the trim. Carpenter did everything. He built your house, put the shingles on. They wasn't a sub for everything. Carpenter did everything. That's how I learned how to work. But I thought you had to work, so I had a near-death experience. I had open heart surgery. Was struggling with my heart and everything, and told baby doll all I'd ever done was work. All we'd ever done was get by, even with me working. So we decided to change up our life and retire. And since I retired, other than raising my kids, I loved my kids and I loved having them at home. I don't like them being grown. I wish I still had them at home. But I ain't in charge of them no more, so I ain't got a whole lot to say about it. But God sets plans in motions and they grow up and become men and women of their own. But the last 10 years that me and baby doll have had has probably been the best 10 years of our life outside of our young and raising years. And we have thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's been retirement. And we've basically done what we wanted to. Now, you can't spend a whole bunch of money in retirement because you're not earning none. So you have to be real conservative with what you got or it will get away from you. We got a little bit of retirement here and there and a few things, and we get by pretty good. We can do sort of like we want to. It ain't too bad. It ain't the worst life in the world financially, but I've had worse, but I've had better. But me and baby doll has been able to do exactly what we wanted to for about 10 years. If I didn't want to get up to 12 o'clock in the morning or noon, I don't have to get up. If I want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We can basically do what we want to. If we want to stay up all night, we can stay up all night. If we want to go to Waffle House at 3 o'clock in the morning, we can go to Waffle House at 3 o'clock in the morning. Get up and be hungry and not sleepy no more. Go to Waffle House and get you a breakfast. Life's been good to us. In the last 7 or 8 years, we have lived in an RV, basically. And I like RV living. I like the fact that you can move, you can go and see and and do what you want to. It's nice to be able to do that. And I really, 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 really like it. Baby doll says she's getting tired of it. She wants her stuff. When we moved in an RV, I built a shed up there on my son's land and built a shed, put our RV under, built a storage room on the back end of it, and everything we own's in that storage room. And she wants her stuff out of that storage room. But God's been good to us. We've had a good life. It's a great 10 years. And I wouldn't change a thing in my life. I used to say that there was a time or two, a little more money would have helped. But a little more money, we'd have been probably different people. We've had a good life. And if God closed the chapter right now, it would be a great life for me. Everybody has different yardsticks of what they call great. The fact that I'm happy and enjoy life, that makes it great. Now, I reckon I'm a simple man. It don't take as much to make me happy. Well, when you get lucky and you get the best anyway in life, always get the best out of life. I don't know how Lord blesses me with such favor that I always wind up with the best in life. Wound up with the best wife, best young'uns. And, hey, I thank him for it. He was good to me. We ain't perfect now. Let's get that straight. Ain't none of us perfect. Mama ain't the perfect wife, but she's close. Now, I certainly am not the perfect husband. My daughter says the great thing about being a coal mess meant you wasn't gonna marry one. So I'm glad God gave me who he gave me. It's been a good mate, good match. And he gave me some good young'uns. And I'm proud of them. My young'uns, the oldest one works for the post office system. He's been as high as manager of postal operations in the state of Alabama. It was a stress job. He was married to his phone 24/7. Manager of postal operations means that the postmasters work for you. So he was constantly on the phone 24/7, straightening out some problem or a wreck or some big deal all the time. And then my next one works for Social Security Administration in Alabama. And he's pretty high up in Social Security Administration. They tried to make him a manager several times and he won't let them promote him. He said there's two reasons he didn't let them promote him. Number one, he'd have to move and he's living where he wants to live. They're living in his wife's hometown. His kids going to the school his wife went to and everything, and they're happy with that. And he said, number two, I make more money than my manager does. Manager's salary, he said, I'm an hourly employee and I get paid for every hour of work. He don't. Then my baby boy's a doctor, and my baby girl was an investment manager, banker with Merrill Lynch and those kind of guys. But her husband is a lawyer and his business got so big that she quit that to come work for him and manage his business. So we've done pretty good in the kid department. God has sure blessed us, took care of us. Now I'm sure they're not perfect kids, but they're close enough. They mine. That's all that matters. But life sure has been good. God's been sure enough good to me. The only thing I want to know is when he calls me or he comes for me in the rapture, that I'm ready to go. Pray that I'll be ready.
Well, I made this journey with you.
If you like my Papa's channel, Road Maps and like and smash that subscribe button.
We pray we'll see you in the rapture.